Our business editor Mike Eppel joins us now. And Mike, the NASDAQ, the S&P, the TSX, they're all bullish on Greece. What's going on?
Yeah, it's about that Greek debt deal, which has, of course, been this overshadowing entity for the markets for so many months now. But they're close to a deal, a tentative one at that. But the sticking point, again, because there's always seems to be a hiccup when we talk about the Greek debt negotiations. Anything that is tentatively agreed to this week still has to go through the parliaments, through the European Union, and Greece itself. And remember, they've got a hardline left-wing government. They're not really interested in A, raising taxes, or B, pushing back eligibility for pensions. So this may still have a stumbling block to watch. But early on this morning, optimism reigns, and we're looking at markets climb substantially overseas for a second day. To paraphrase Monty Python, always look on the bright side of life, and we're looking at BlackBerry's earnings this morning. They lost some money in the latest quarter, 28 million bucks, revenue down. BlackBerry smartphone sales at the lowest since 2007, 1.1 million units. But that is not the focal point for CEO John Chen, who is trying to make this company into a software provider for email and integration of all devices. They're selling to third parties, and those numbers were actually pretty good. We're tracking that stock. It's been all over the map early this morning, up sharply, then down. So we're tracking that through the day. Facebook now has a market value worth more than Walmart. That's amazing, considering Facebook makes money, but nowhere near what the world's biggest retailer does on a quarterly basis. But nevertheless, investors love Facebook, and the shares very close to a record this morning, along with the NASDAQ starting at an all-time high. Martha Stewart's company sold for about a quarter of what the company was worth at its heyday in 2007, so that is not a good thing. For investors, the company bought out yesterday by Sequential Brands for less than $400 million. Stock dropped yesterday and down a little bit this morning. And from the agribusiness component of the business report, soybeans and corn prices up sharply over the past week, Ted, because in the United States they got more rain in Illinois overnight, and a lot of the U.S. Midwest states have been getting way too much rain, and farmers can't plant the crops, so they're expecting a lower yield this year after a bumper crop last year. Back to you.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, you got to get the seeds in the ground. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.